Okay, so if you are like me, then you started off with just one clearomizer, one sub-ohm tank for all your vaping needs, and then you started buying more and more stuff, and now you have like 3-4 different clearomizers and tanks lying all over the place. There is a better way, a cheap way for you to get all of that organized, just like this. And stuff like this. An atomizer stand is really cheap. So in the close-ups, I'm going to show you two of the stands that I have bought from FastTech.com for dirt cheap prices, and hopefully you may find it useful for you to get stuff organized. Alright guys, so let's start with the most basic stuff first. Okay, we have a single aluminum alloy stand, okay, for your atomizers. And how this works is very easy. You just screw in your atomizer over here, just like that, put it on your desk, and you're good to go. So no more hitting your atomizer and having it accidentally fall down. Okay, it takes quite an amount of force to get this to fall down. Nice aluminum stand. So you can buy this a single piece. I'm not sure how much a single piece costs. So what I got is a pack of 5 multicolored aluminum stands like this one that you see here, and that cost me about $6.14. Okay, so now let's move on to even more. So if you have more than 1 or 2 atomizers and you don't want to fiddle around with stands like this here is a very simple, cheap plastic stand for your atomizers. And there's cutouts here as well for your 510 connection. So it fits in very nicely like this, and it doesn't rattle about a lot, okay? But it does not screw in, okay? So your atomizers can still fall out, but it's very cheap. So the cost of this would be $3.85 from FastTech.com. Okay, so it does have some rubber padding at the bottom, so anti-slip, okay, so it doesn't move about a lot when you put it on your table. You can put in all the atomizers that you have, and it even fits the smaller e-juice bottle like this. This should be a 15 ml needle point bottle. Fits in nicely just like that. Okay, and if you have even more stuff like a mod, then you can get a very cheap stand like this one, also from FastTech, and this costs $6.62. Very easy to assemble, just like the atomizer stand I showed you before. 2 pieces of plastic or acrylic actually, and screws here, and you have your rods. Okay, so you just place the rod in and screw on either side for both sides, and you're good to go. Doesn't have any rubber padding at the bottom, but you can find that at any hardware shop, which I guess I should do as well. Otherwise it just moves about on your table. So obviously with a stand like this, you can fit in your mod as well. And generally speaking, okay, for any single 18650 battery device, you should be able to fit it in nicely in the 2 cutouts here. But it's always recommended that you measure your mod, okay, and for any kind of stand like this, whether it's an atomizer stand that I showed you before, or a simple mod stand like this, in the description you'll definitely find the measurements for the cutouts, whether it's a rectangle cutout or the round cutouts that you see here, and you can see there are many different sizes. Okay, so check for the measurements so that you don't accidentally get the wrong stand and it will not fit your mods. Okay, so this is a dual battery, dual 18650 Sigelli 150 mod, does not fit in here. But for your single 18650 batteries, okay, Provari radius for example fits in nicely. The sub box, K box also fits in very nicely in the 2 rectangle cutouts. And if you have a 30 ml e-juice bottle like this one, that should fit in here nicely. And for the smaller cutout here, this should fit your atomizer. Okay, so if you have an atomizer that's 22 mm, it fits in nicely here, but there is no cutout at the bottom for the 510 connection, so this will wobble around a bit. And you have some cutouts here for your drip tips. Very easy, very nice. It makes a perfect small little stand for you to use at home, just like that. Okay, so lots of cheap stands for your atomizers or for your mod, complete set like this, for your mod, for your e-juice bottles, atomizer, and also your drip tips. This only costs about $6, as I mentioned before. You can always go to fasttech.com and search for more stands. They have tons and tons of stands. Okay, the one that I showed you before, the Atomizer Stand. Now this is for 5 atomizers. Okay, but you have the exact same one that has cutouts for 10 atomizers or 20 atomizers. It looks exactly the same like this. Okay, just slightly larger. Or you can get 2 of this and just stack them up right next to each other, and that will work as well. Alright, so that's all for the close-up. You can get lots of good quality, I wouldn't say good quality, acceptable quality atomizer stands, vape stands for a very cheap price online, and that will help you to clean up all your shit and actually organize things, make it look good, and make sure that you don't accidentally break any glass, any part of your tank, especially the glass sections. Okay, so I hope that close-up was helpful to you. And of course, as I mentioned, both the stands that I showed you in the close-ups, I got them from FastTech. There are of course other places to get it from as well, but on FastTech you can get loads of this stuff. Lots of different options. So the one that I have here for 5 atomizers, I have another one on the way for 10 different atomizers because I have that much right now. And if you know of other places where I can get stuff like this for cheap as well besides fasttech.com, please leave it in the comments below. And if you're thinking of getting the stuff that I have, I will have the direct links in the description box, and also a link to a video that I did on how to buy stuff from FastTech. So if you're a first time buyer on FastTech, then I recommend that you watch that video as well. Thank you very much from me, GK from Vape Dummy, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.